How you doing?
Okay, Sencha.
So check this out. I don't even know. I don't even know what kind this is, and this is my problem. I don't label things, but a yellow watermelon. I've never had one of these before. I have tons of seeds, and now that I'm thinking about it, I remember that I put some random seeds at random places to see what would happen, and I thought that this was a regular watermelon dying. I actually grow a lot of different types. I grow a lot of things in pots, and I was looking around. I saw all this yellow, and I'm like, it's dead. This is a dying watermelon. But it turns out it's a yellow type of watermelon. I think it's a honey something. I forgot. But it's growing fine. Escucha. That is a healthy watermelon right there. If you're in a climate like this, watermelons are super easy. And you don't need a lot of space. You can have a little bit of space and they can grow upwards. And if you grow a smaller variety, you can actually grow them on a trellis or something of that nature. They don't have to necessarily be on the ground. They don't have to be terrestrial. Just wanted to show you one of the other trellises. I have it growing up. This is kind of like a grape type of situation where the watermelons just kind of dangle over when they fruit, and I come over and I just pick them right above my head. It's so simple, like an arbor. Like, look at all of these watermelons. This one's having an identity crisis. I don't even know what's wrong with it. In fact, I think all the ones out of this little area, they're all having some weird issues. Maybe they're not identifying as watermelon, but they're looking delicious. So what do I do for these guys? I give literally everything is on the same soil and the same concept of watering. They all get the same amount of water. I don't change really anything. The concept of what I do is I water till it comes out of the pot. If you have well draining soil, nothing can be over watered. You can water as much as you want. Don't overwater it, of course, because you don't want to waste fertilizer and things like that. So I've kind of got that down to a science. So the soil is a mineral-based peat moss type of soil. I also make it with coco coir, which is more of a neutral base, but for the most part, I use peat moss. Another one with the identity crisis, and another one. Well, that kind of looks more like one. She's doing well though. They really do just start popping up everywhere. They get pollinated by birds, bees, ants, flies. Honestly, the main fertilizer I use is like mulch and compost. In the beginning, you want to probably add nitrogen and then swap that up once they start to form. Nitrogen gets you a lot of vines and a lot of that growth, but then you want the leaves to happen. And if you're looking at the bottom of these, you can kind of tell the males from the females when you come to pollination. Generally, if you have a lot of flies like I do, they get pollinated, but you can also hand pollinate. So that's clearly a female, and that's what it kind of looks like. You kind of see like a bulge underneath. That's the watermelon that's going to grow into it. And then the males are generally just a little leaf or a flower. And what you could generally do, you can even just take a flower, a male one, and then just start spreading it everywhere across. But what you can also do is I just get a brush and I start going across every flower, and I do hand pollination with something like this. You get sugar babies, something smaller. You can have multiple watermelons per vine. If you get the big ones, you probably only want one or so. I prefer the smaller ones. That way I can have a consistent harvest, get multiple harvests, and throughout the seasons, and that'll bring me all the way into winter. And you just go through and literally, like a bee's butt, is how bees pollinate. You go from plant to plant. We love watermelons in this house. Really easy, guys. Leave me a comment below. What is your success rate? What questions do you have? What answers do you have? Do you do things differently? Let's grow.